Hey, Blue Table fans! Haha! Wow, you're in for a treat today. Hey, can we make this the first one that we do? Because I think that's the better introduction. All right, awesome. This is a Death Korps of Krieg army, and I don't know how many of you know what you're looking at, but you are looking at quite an endeavor to collect and paint an army of this caliber. It's really something absolutely spectacular. I don't even know where to start with it. I do believe the tanks for this army may be coming in a subsequent wave. But 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 infantry, plus supporting infantry, probably pushing 200 figures in this. And it's just all so spectacular. I'm really not sure if there's anything in the Death Korps range that is not represented here. Oh, except Death Riders. And just lots of spectacular stuff, all sorts of really bizarro, upgrades, henchmen, servitors. These are actually from a different range. These are being used as servitors, these little science fiction robot type of creatures, and I think those are very campy. My faves are this guy right here that I picked up. He has kind of this glowing power fist. I love the color. I love the OSL on that. I love the interpretation of the power fist as a, an energy weapon. So that's one of my faves. And also these guys, these tech priests. These are really something else. And there's stuff going on. Like this is a neat little mini diorama, like a guy, begging for mercy from his wounds. And here's the captain drawing his pistol out, and a servitor coming. In terms of painting levels, this is really all over the board. 3, 4, 5, 6. The bulk of the troops are 3. Mostly what you're going to see here is 3s. And I'm super excited. I'm just going to let Mike loose on it with the HD camera, and yeah, hope you enjoy. And if you don't get your inspiration, I don't know what to tell you. So, yep. There's an old saying, it's you can please some nerds some of the time. Oh, no, wait, you can't. Anyway. Listen, check out this battle wagon. Yeah, it's a battle wagon. Apparently I'm making fun of people, Here comes the hate mail. Yeah, my mom was Swedish. Hey, we love the Swedes. Oh man, you guys are great. Apparently we have a huge following in Sweden and like Norway or something like that. Finland. Can we hear from you guys? Come on. So yeah, we got this battle wagon. So check it out. Def Rolla, you know what this is? Look at that. That is from Grind by Privateer Press. Kablam! Works just perfect. Yeah, oh, and check it out. We burned like whole bikes on that. So there's that. All right, hold on. I need to turn the music off. Before Disney gets their panties in a wad. You should always be rolling. Actually, it's bad because now if I say something, I don't have control of that. Mike has control of that. And I know Mike's not one to throw stuff away, so yeah, better be careful. All right, check out these Hellcannons. Oh, I don't even want to touch them. They're so disgusting. Here, let me get them out. Actually, this is custom work. Here's the crew markers that we have for them. Tentacles that erupt from the ground, apparently, and grab bodies and people and mutating them. Shove them in. See, there's like a hand and a foot. They're just getting shoved into this giant morass, and then, of course, the hideous pieces sprayed out of it, which is basically what a Hellcannon does. And this just really, I have to say, a miniature as a piece of art is successful if it provokes some kind of emotional response. And in this case, it's disgust and loathing. Because, and it may just look like there's a ton of green stuff, which would make these great works in themselves, but they actually have lots of other types of pieces, notably out-of-print Tyranid parts, these little tentacly sort of sucker cup things that were scratch built, And there's really a lot going on. I really like these things coming up. It's almost like a squid. This is a resin piece that we have in our arsenal there. This rib cage part, which really gives it this, just absolutely like autopsy gone wrong type of feel to it, is a Carnifex undercarriage, which is actually a part that you don't see very often. And I just have to, after seeing these painted, I have to say I love them. They are absolutely, they're just disgusting. People are going to want to just look at those because they are really absolutely fells. Now, this is an example of a battle suit where we did pretty much the maximum things that can normally be done. Lots of subtle reposing on it, a little more dynamic. You can't really see it that well, but on the base there's a Dark Eldar Talos face on it, but if you look inside, it's a Tau head is in it. So definitely a little bit of narrative there. Let me show you how the magnetization works on this. So you have an arm like this, and it fits on the, how does this go? Oh, it goes on the other side, that's right. So it fits like that. And these are really, like, the magnetization is so delicate but strong enough to actually hold the piece up so it doesn't droop down entirely. And it has shoulder mounts, 2 shoulder mounts, so you could put a thing on it. And I think this is a multi-tracker. So there's definitely a lot of great stuff going on this figure. And yeah, so getting this magnetization to work this well at this small of a scale is really no mean feat. So there you go, a little bit of posability, very dynamic, lots of subtle work. I think really makes that something special. So we got to make sure to notify the client on that. That's done. That's client initial CM. So you're probably watching. Get back to me on that. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you like? Because if not, we will rework it. Craig's battle engine. Oh, there's backwards. There you go. Apparently, like the highest point cost in the game, as far as I know, is 12 for any individual thing or unit, and a heavy warjack is like cost 8 or 9 typically, maybe 10 for the heavier ones, and these are only cost 9, like points. And I'm like, what's going on? I expected like these giant things to be like 15 or 20 points, but apparently they just gave them some disadvantages and then made them more awesome, and which is great because it fits into more of a typically sized game, I suppose. I'm really not sure, what to say about that. Okay, I'm having trouble getting the base out. Wow, there are a lot of pieces in this. There it is. So check out this base. Kablam. That's awesome. And look at these pieces. In fact, why don't we grab... Oh, no, I have one right here. Here we go. Here's a heavy warjack. It's about how big a heavy warjack is. And here's the tail for this creature. So, just the sculpting on these is really fantastic. They are really, really something else. Excuse me. Good gracious. Getting a little bit of hay fever there, I guess. I'm really not sure how this goes together. Let's pull out some of the other pieces. Take a look. So there's a side view, I think, for you. This is hybridized. It's metal and resin. Oh, look at this casing. That is super. Oh, yeah, these go on the sides like this. Not sure if that's how it goes, but you end up something like that. That is really neat. Here's another one. Here's the arms. Kind of like this undead mechanical thing going on. So 2 arms. Apparently here is the tip of the tail, or the end almost. Here's the 2 hands, these bony sort of metallic skeletal things. And here's the head. That is just super. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Fantastic. Let's see what it has. Apparition, so it teleports 2 inches at the beginning of the turn. -2 arm to anything within melee range, and it has reach, so 2 inches. That's a big deal. That is really a big deal. That's ectoplasm. Spend soul tokens to put cloud effects. Collect soul tokens. Unhallowed. While another friendly faction model with incorporeal is in this model's command range, that model gains +2 armor and does not suffer blast damage. That's real nice. Wraith Walker, at the end of your control phase, this model can gain incorporeal for 1 round. Unless it gained incorporeal during the last round. Oh, that's neat, kind of every other time. Decent damage, nothing incredible. Yeah, well, I think they're definitely not overpowered, which was kind of a concern of mine. It'd be like, oh, now the game's just totally changed, because unless you have these giant things, you just can't make it. But quite frankly, I'll put my Thunderhead up against this guy any day. Oh, speaking of which, my Thunderhead, whoosh, doing an Epic Nemo army. Yep. Love that army. Lightning bolts everywhere. A lot of fun. Hits hard. And it's not like all range, like you have to shoot everybody before they get close to you. It's definitely a mix. And because weird lightning effects. And that's how the army works. If you hit something with the lightning, it arcs out and it hits something else that's nearby. And that is very handy. That's really handy. More handy than you know. Well, folks, that's it. We're going to paint that bad girl up. Is that it for now, I think?